That again, huh? The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late. This tubing allows us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them, with our own eyes. 2, in the Corel and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the 3 of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me. I present to you our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado, this is only the beginning.
A shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream. An apt name, though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. And yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks.
we seek to gather the wisdom of the planet.
There is so much we have yet to learn about the universe.
The lights we observe here have traveled to us from the far reaches of time and space. To gaze at the stars is to gaze into their past. Their once were, eons ago.
On what used to be.
There is so much we have yet to learn about the universe.
The stars have taught us countless lessons over the years.
I never thought you could become even more enchanting.
Thanks so much for taking such great care. Fellow Boogenhug, check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
Right this way.
blessings of the planet upon you. Blessings of the planet upon you. Blessings of the planet upon you. Blessings of the planet upon you.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small, with whom we share our home. It is that which comes from beyond the confines of this world, that which disrupts the natural order, the other which may attempt to claim and consume. And so I bid you, dear children, to join hands and come together, for united, we shall never succumb to
Here we seek to gather the wisdom of the planet.
I never thought you could become even more enchanting. And
Blessings of the planet upon you.
Come on in.
put your faith in our great...
This village is lame. Did you know none of the materia here is even real? And don't get me started on the planetologists. Bunch of blowhards in love with the sound of their own voice.
If people everywhere resolved to not take her bounty for granted and offered up prayers of gratitude.
To study I heard from fellow Bugenhagen. By all means, please come and join the seminar. Follow me if you would.
Which would you say is a more worthy pursuit?
They are both one and the same. Wouldn't you agree?
I ask you this. Who among you has looked inward into the universe?
The planet speaks to all of her children.
A seminar is in progress.
I've always been on the bigger side, but I've never been into physical stuff. Painting and poetry are more my thing. My old man, he used to say it was a waste, me spending all my time indoors. According to him, a big kid like me was using twice as much spiritual energy as other folks, and I was a burden on the planet. But he was wrong. That extra energy I received from the planet, it was a blessing. And after imbuing it with my compassion and intellect, I'll give it right back. No way is that a waste. It's just the opposite.
Indeed it is. Thank you for sharing.
Blessings of the planet be upon you.
Now, would anyone else like to share their story with the group?
So, my parents are no longer with us. Here, that is. But I believe they're still out there, on another plane. I've been reading a bunch of theories about this alternate world in the hope of going there someday. And over the course of my studies, I stumbled across a fascinating theory. It addressed the issue of what the life stream is, arguing that spiritual energy is actually a manifestation of our knowledge and memories. Like I said, it's a fascinating theory, but it's incomplete. What about our hopes and dreams? We remember those, don't we? So what if spiritual energy doesn't distinguish between our real, lived memories and the unrealized desires buried deep in our hearts? What if coming into contact with that energy allowed us to peer through the looking glass, so to speak? It's just an idea, but I hope to find the truth someday.
Well, isn't that splendid?
Blessings of the planet be upon you.
And may the bounty of the planet's knowledge be with you forevermore. Now then, would anyone else like to share their story? Don't be shy. Every contribution is welcome.
What about you, miss? You must have a story to share. Please.
Me? Okay. Where to begin? I fell into the life stream. I don't have words to describe it, except beautiful, maybe? It was a lot to take in. Feelings of kindness washed over me. Long-forgotten memories came flooding back. It was a warm, comforting place. But there was also conflict. A war between the planet and its enemies. And we can't let them win. We need the planet, and it needs us. We have to rise up, fight back, defend it from this terrible threat. Thing is, I don't know how to do any of that. And I hoped you might have the answer. I'm not criticizing planetology or anything, and I'm not trying to scare anybody either. I just... You know... Never mind. This is all coming out wrong.
Please, do not be discouraged. Should you ever wish to try again, we would be more than happy to listen. What matters is that you keep challenging your beliefs. Stop doing that, and the answers will forever elude you. On that note, I think we should adjourn for the evening. The River of Lights is almost upon us, so let us head to the torch.
See you at the festival.
Seminar being held.
I think meditation has really helped me attune to the voice of...
All the time I've spent here, listening.
I ask you this. Who am... So, what are you... We yearn to chase the horizon.
Wow, so many tourists. Must be quite the...
I had the pleasure of talking to a mentor. Said it was presumptuous of me to think I could save the planet. She decides her own fate, you see. As rain cleanses the skies, so too does she cleanse herself of filth. So what? We sit here and theorize while the planet rinses and repeats?
No, we fight, or nothing will change.
That's what I said. I knew you'd see it my way, Merc. Thanks.
To nurture your spirit is to nurture the spirit of the planet. And so, I implore you, brothers and sisters, do not neglect your studies.
I pray these souls do not lose their way.
If we've anything to fear.
When you die, you return to the planet? That has literally got to be the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Once you die, that's that.
Why do you think that?
I just do. I believe in anything else until I see some actual proof. How much longer are they gonna be doing this?
Learn well the joys of giving. Generosity is a great virtue, one which the planet will reward in kind.
Did I sound as awkward as I felt?
You did good. Can't help it if they suck at listening. I got what you were saying.
I kinda wanted everyone to get it, though.
To hell with everyone.
Great advice. Thanks. Look at those stars.
Some carry a fire that rivals even this. Like the youths who left the Veil years ago. Avalanche, they call themselves. They were young, but the desire to protect the planet burned bright within their hearts. And who were we to quench such noble passions? Though their path led them elsewhere. If they ever find their way back home, I hope to be here. To welcome them with open arms, no matter what they have done.
So, I'm an ancient. As in, a steward of the planet. One of those ancients. Or, to be more precise, the only ancient. For the most part, it's been a source of pain. I've been held against my will. I've been watched. I've been ignored. Even hated. And it's been that way ever since I was little. My blood's been nothing but a curse. If I ever started to forget, something would remind me of what I was and bring me crashing back down to Earth. It was always the same. Time after time. I'd be shown a glimmer of hope, only to have it snatched away. I was never gonna be normal. That much was clear.
It's okay.
So my blood's been a curse, but it's also been a blessing. It's brought some wonderful people into my life, friends that I love. And for once, I think I'm okay. Happy even. And all that pain, feels worth it. Even if I can't lead a normal life, there is one thing I can do. Return their kindness. And try to make the most of what I've been given.